Welcome back guys. In this video we'll derive energy balance equation for a flow system, for a particularly steady flow system. Now to derive this equation we will use first law of thermodynamics. Now consider a steady flow system. So we will take an inlet and an outlet. Now for flow system we will take a control volume. Now this control volume has a volume which remains constant throughout this process. So here PdV work will be 0. So for control volume, that means for flow system, always expansion work, that is PdV displacement work or displacement work. Displacement, I would better say that displacement work PdV is equal to 0. Now earlier we have seen that in a closed system, we have taken closed volume. This was not a control volume, it was closed volume, and depending upon piston movement the volume was changing. So here PdV work was not 0. However, in case of control volume system, that is flow system, in flow system always we will take control volume system because it is easy to analyze gas at particular location rather than tracking gas at all the points. So in flow system we will take control volume all the time, and for flow system always PdV work is equal to 0. So the flow system contains only two types of work, that is we can heat this gas by paddling, or we can heat this gas by a resistor heater. Whereas in case of closed system, between system and surrounding, work exchange takes place by all kind of works including PdV work. So only one point you have to remember: in control volume system all type of work is possible except PdV work. Now we will take, let us take this inlet 1 and this is outlet 2. So this is steady flow process. So whatever mass is entering at the inlet will leave from the outlet. And let us take pressure at the inlet P1, enthalpy at the inlet H1, C1 is the velocity of gas getting in, and let us take a datum line, and from this datum line let us take elevation of this inlet Z1 and elevation of outlet Z2. Similarly, let us take outlet pressure P2, outlet enthalpy H2, and outlet velocity C2. Now let us say this resistor is providing heat at rate of Q, and let us say this is turbine, so we are getting work output. Now this work is done by the system, so we are getting work as output, and we are denoting the rate of work by this dot. Now we will take energy balance. So we will calculate all the input works, that is rate rate of work which is getting in the system. Q dot plus, and we will take this all type of energy in terms of per kilogram. So we will divide this enthalpy by this rate of mass entering. So it will be H1. So H1 is entering, enthalpy, hidden energy is entering, plus kinetic energy. So it will be half m c1 square, 1/2 mc square. But here we are taking per kilogram. So we will divide by per kilogram per second. So it will be half c1 square plus potential energy, which is mgz1 per unit mass, that is divided by m, so it will be gz1. So this is total energy per second getting in the system. Now in the left side we will take total energy leaving the system per second. So it will be W plus H2 dot plus half C2 square plus GZ2. Now we will manipulate this equation. Q is equal to H2 minus H1 plus half C2 square minus C1 square plus G Z2 minus Z1. Now this equation is first law of thermodynamics or energy balance equation for a flow system. Now this is very useful equation for doing the sum of GATE exam. Now we will multiply both the side by rate of mass. So we will get Q minus W. Now mass, this is heat input per unit mass entering per second. When we divide this heat input, whenever we divide this rate of heat input with total mass, then it will be given, then it will be total heat entering the system per second. Similarly it is for work. So it will be H2 minus H1 half m C2 square minus C1 square plus mg Z2 minus Z1. Here unit of energy will be kilojoule per kilogram. However, in case of this relation, it will be kilowatt.